Hello, Calum here. Got the continuation of that video, so let's get into this.
He has been arrested in case you missed it. I'm sure most of you have seen it, but here are the charges as well. So here is his booking picture. There's his name. He was booked on 5/8, and here are his charges: contempt of court, non-bondable, voting under the influence, boats 5/8, and here are his charges: contempt of court, non-bondable, voting under the influence, boats, reckless or negligent operations, improper personal flotation device. And here is what Hadley had to say about the situation. This is on the Mermaid Mom's page. Her comment was, he was arrested for telling his story and for child support, even though he's off the birth certificate. Also, we were nowhere near the water today, and he had no warrants. I am beside myself. If you were not aware, he posted a 12-part series telling his side of things. He was well aware that this would possibly get him in trouble, as he was not supposed to be posting about this on social media. But he did not want to be silenced. He wanted to get his part out there, and for the most part, that's what he did. Unfortunately, he did not get to finish as he was arrested. All of these videos have now been removed.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. So that's why we didn't get to see the rest of it, because they actually silenced him. They tossed him in jail. Like, how corrupt is the courts just to try and defend a woman that's trying to take advantage of him on multiple occasions? Like, not even court ordered. He helps so much that he really shouldn't have.
Who went viral for his insane paternity fraud story recently, was just arrested and made to take down all of his videos. It's a lot, but I'll give you the quick breakdown. So Brett is a young man who ends up getting approached by an older woman named Maria, who asks him to be her sperm donor. She convinces him with paperwork and everything that it's all on the up and up. He's not going to be legally responsible for this child. Despite this arrangement and them only having a one-night stand to complete this arrangement, Maria ends up finding Brett's mom and grandma and tells them that she's pregnant with Brett's child and convinces them that he should be involved with the pregnancy. His mom and grandma now want to be a part of the baby's life, so they convince Brett that he should be too. So he agrees to start paying child support. But after a little over a year, having paid now $55,000 to this woman for this baby, he ends up taking a paternity test and finds out the baby isn't even his. Not only that, but Brett finds out that Maria likely knew who the real father was this entire time, but refused to disclose it because the real father was married to another woman at the time. Oops! So Brett goes to court for paternity fraud, asking for his name to be taken off the birth certificate, child support to end, and to be paid back for all the child support he did pay. In a kind of surprising victory, the courts actually do agree to end Brett's parental and child support obligations, but they don't make Maria pay him back, and I'm pretty sure his name is still on the birth certificate. The judge also assigns a mutual restraining order for the both of them, meaning that neither of them can ever talk about this case again. Basically a gag order. But according to Brett, Maria broke this order almost immediately by contacting his family, telling them that he's a deadbeat who abandoned his child. So Brett decides that he too is going to defy the order and clear his name. And that's when he made a multi-part series detailing all the lies, how he got played, and also his own mistakes along the way to help educate other men.
Like, he did the right thing, in my opinion. It's the courts that are so friggin' corrupt that took her side, even though she broke the gag order first. So, in my opinion, both of them should go, or they should both have a slap on the wrist and be like, remove your content now or else. But it did not happen this way, apparently.
I actually remember one interview where Brett was asked what he would tell his younger self if he could, and he said that if he had ever heard a story even remotely similar to what he went through, he would have never been in that situation. So his story does have the ability to prevent this from happening. But obviously the courts don't want this story out there. Why? It just makes you wonder, especially when you consider that in other countries like France, it's actually illegal for men to perform paternity tests on their kids without the mother's permission because, in their words, it would destabilize the community. And honestly, this whole concept that you have to prove paternity fraud is also crazy to me because it's like, did she say the kid was his? Did the DNA test say that it isn't? Seems to me that there was pretty clear deception involved. But we do have to learn from this, and honestly, this is why a lot of guys are very hesitant to sign anything until they get that DNA test. This is also why I think it's really important for women to stop taking DNA tests so personally and making it this big relationship-ending deal. You should want to be able to offer your man that reassurance, and you should also want that reassurance yourself. After all, hospital switch-ups do happen to women too. They can shut him up, but they can't shut us all up, and men need to hear this stuff. Men deserve to know if their kid is theirs or not without being shamed for wanting to know this stuff.
Yeah, I completely agree with her. Like, she's been facts. She knows what she's talking about. It just sucks that it happened to a guy in that type of situation where he's done so much just to be silenced just because Maria took complete advantage of him. It really does suck that uh, he's been taken advantage of and he never actually got paid back from the courts. So that is disappointing. This is just a little mini clip. I just wanted you guys to have the information, whether you've seen it before or not. But that's the end of this short video. I hope you liked it. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next one. Bye bye.